Hello everybody, welcome to my review of the new WowGo AT2 Plus, the new electric skateboard from WowGo that can also go off-road. I've had the pleasure of riding a few electric skateboards throughout the years, and I mostly use them as a fun and exciting mode of transportation. I skate around campus, back and forth from class to the train or supermarket. Sometimes I go out on a joyride, just carving along and enjoying the palm trees and sunshine. Recently, I've been craving a board for the weekends too. A board to take on the beautiful nature trails here in Florida, to the beach, and hopefully back, across bumpy roads and dirt paths, without causing too much fatigue on my legs. Meaning, the most important thing for me is range, power, and being able to cruise over rough surfaces with ease. For most people, that's really what an AT board is all about. I've had this board for more than a year now, and I'm excited to tell you about the board itself and what I've noticed after countless hours of riding. Overall, I think WowGo did a great job with this design, and I'm really glad that it's not just an incremental upgrade in their line of all-terrain boards. They actually took feedback from the previous model and made significant changes. If you're coming from the AT2, there are a few important upgrades. WowGo extended the board to be 46 inches wheel-to-wheel. They updated the battery from a 10S to 12S configuration, which gives the board an extra edge and power. The Panasonic cells are rated at 43.2 volts with an overall capacity of 604 watt-hours. That should give us a range of about 30 kilometers or 18 miles on the 175mm pneumatic tires, and 45 kilometers or 27 miles using the 120mm cloud wheels that are included in the 2-in-1 package. The AT2 Plus comes with more powerful belt motors at 2100 watts per motor compared to the 1500 in the older AT2. This is especially helpful for climbing up hills and always gives me a boost when I go full throttle. Just watch this thing go. It's really fast. WowGo also made the deck more flexible. That brings more comfort, which is totally welcome here, although I'm pretty light at 60 kilograms. And I'm concerned that some heavier riders may scrape the battery enclosure over large speed bumps and curves, but I wouldn't be too worried. The wheels are big enough to give really good ground clearance, which is definitely important for off-roading. As soon as I stepped on the AT2 Plus, I could tell this board was built for comfort. The flexible deck is a really fun way to make the board even more comfortable over cracks on the street and rocks on the trail. I've ridden boards like the boosted V2 Plus, and even though it has small 85mm street wheels, the flexible deck makes it so much easier on my feet. Now imagine the same flexible deck with big 175mm pneumatic tires. It's going to be hard to go back to street wheels. Comfort is important when you're going almost 18 miles on a single charge. I can ride 8 miles to the beach and back, and then some. Maybe hit the trails on the way. I'm really happy with the range on this board. As for the skate parts, I can say that the bushings are incredibly soft, allowing for hairpin turns and swift agility. And carving is an absolute blast on this board. I can turn and carve like a regular longboard that I'm used to. It doesn't feel like I'm driving a boat, which I call a huge win. At its top speed of 31 miles per hour or 50 kilometers per hour, the 12-inch double kingpin trucks keep me really stable, almost too stable. I feel so confident on the board that I can hit 31 and not even realize. It's really impressive. Also, I haven't experienced any issues with the tires being unbalanced like I've seen in other AT boards. Also, it's quite heavy at 30 pounds or 13.6 kilograms. The acceleration on this board is good, but not blow your socks off amazing. I'll be honest, I expected a bit more from a $1,000 board with beefy 2100 watt hobby wing motors. The AT2 Plus leaves me craving that extra punch, which is especially important in areas with lots of hills. It's due in part to the larger 7-inch pneumatics. They sacrifice some torque for higher top speed and off-road ability. So WowGo was smart and gave the option of a 2-in-1 kit with 120mm cloud wheels. Those definitely add torque and are a great option for street riding. As for the remote, I can honestly say that I'm very happy with the design and responsiveness. It's very light, small, and feels good in the hand with a soft rubber finish. And the small OLED display is bright enough to read in direct sunlight. However, I would like a bit of a larger display on an all-terrain board like this one. The board also has an auto turn-on feature like most boards nowadays, so I don't have to bend down and fumble around for the power button. It always seems to be so hard to find that tiny button on these big boards. The controls are quite simple. You press the button once to change speeds from 1 till turbo, and double-click to put the skateboard into reverse. The sensitivity level and acceleration curve of the ESC are fantastic, as expected from Hobbywing. It responds perfectly to my input and doesn't feel jittery at all. It's my favorite remote and ESC combo yet. In terms of pricing, right now there are two kits available. The $919 base kit that comes with pneumatics, and a $1,039 2-in-1 option that includes pneumatics and cloud wheels in the box. WowGo offers a 9-month warranty period with the AT2 Plus, but for an extra $20 you can add the 3 months to your warranty service. Both options come with taillights, which I absolutely love. They are micro USB rechargeable and operate individually with multiple flashing modes. However, you do have to bend over and turn them on. It would be nice to be integrated into the remote like many other manufacturers do. The AT2 Plus is a great board, but I have some criticisms. There's no belt covers included, so I'm worried about rocks and debris getting stuck in there. And this board has massive all-terrain motors, but it doesn't pack the punch of, let's say, the Meepo Hurricane or Backfire Hammer Sledge. That being said, this board is a few $100s less. That's enough to buy a whole nother board just for fun. And regarding the 7-inch pneumatic wheels, it's a little bit too big for me. It's not worth the increased top speed and clearance in my opinion. They should really go for some 6-inch wheels next time. A smaller wheel would increase torque, which is especially important in places with lots of hills. It will also give that extra punch on the acceleration. Overall, I'm a big fan of what WowGo did here. I think they are bringing a very strong contender to the market with the AT2 Plus and intend to threaten the competition with a fun, comfortable, all-terrain electric skateboard with a fair price. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment if you own an AT2 Plus and want to share your experience with the board, or just have something cool to share. I love hearing from you guys. If you're considering buying the AT2 Plus, I hope this review has been helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions in the comments below. And definitely subscribe. I'm really trying to grow my channel and it would mean so much to me for you to follow and watch new content I put out. Until next time, happy riding!